Gone again. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the delay, just sorting out the stream and that. Welcome to RSF1 Division 3 for Spa. Should be a very interesting race tonight. Joined with JJ Hudson, my first night here, and we've got Jamie in the comments box with me.
Hello.
How do you think tonight's going to go, Jamie?
I'm hoping for a wet race. I haven't watched a wet race in a while, so hopefully get some entertainment from that. I don't want any spoilers in the chat though. I don't want to know.
I'm not getting any game audio right now coming through. Yeah, we go. Got some game audio now. So let's have a look who's on track. Gonna do the first lap. Let me get all the data up, a map and everything, which we'll do. So everyone's on soft so far. Laser guns first, yeah.
So do you know the tyre strategy right for you?
It's roughly a one-stop around here, mate. Easy one-stop. You can carry the softs anywhere from 8 to 9 laps, and the mediums will do about 16 laps. So roughly a one-stop around here. Not much between the two tyre strategies. I think last night there was like a tenth between mediums and softs. Starting on mediums, you would have been a bit slower at the start, but towards the end you'll be quicker coming out on softs. And blazer gun goes into the bits. I think he might have picked up damage.
Crazy Fish might be first.
I think it's a McLaren next, is it not?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Spooky.
So do you want to talk us through this lap, mate?
Yeah, can do. So, across the start finish line up to 8th gear. Stays in 7th, takes it quite wide, goes quite deep into the corner. Nice exit on turn 1. Is this classed as a corner? Do you know?
This is bottom of Eau Rouge.
It tastes nice up Eau Rouge, nice and stable in the car. Now it's the fastest part of the track, up to 207 miles an hour, I think. Nice on the curb, lucky not to validate there. Did cut a little bit, but still going very nicely. Spooky. It is hard downhill right hand. Lock up a little bit, but I don't think it matters too much. Takes it very nicely. Stays off the curb. Into, I can't remember what turn this is. The long left hand. Oh, he's had a little drift there. I don't think he's lost too much time, but it's not ideal. Just tricky chicane. Takes it nicely. Nice on the exit as well. His right hander, hit like on the curb, hits it very nicely. Now coming up to, is it the bus stop chicane? That's right.
Yeah, the bus stop, mate.
Let's see how he takes this. I know the exit is very tricky. Done no practice, but I know from previous. Little lock up.
Yeah, it's a bit rear limited.
Hits it very nicely. And to start us off, we have a 42.7.
So that's good lap from Spooky. That toxic MW just goes just behind him though, so it's looking close already. And we're riding on board with a Ferrari or Swift. Looking close times already, 2 times down by a McLaren and a Renault. Looking pretty close.
I do know Toxic and Spooky are good mates, so...
We've got Stretch going in just on a 43 flat, 3/10 off.
42.4 for Swift.
42.4, great lap there from the Ferrari.
Who do you have next? I think it's the Williams.
His teammate invalidated in the other Ferrari. And we've got Dips Racing coming next in the Alfa Romeo I'm riding on board with. I think there might be some other drivers in front of them. Science goes P2 in the Red Bull.
Championship leader.
Yeah, when we get a time, little break in the laps, mate, will you talk everyone through them, the standings for us? Riding on board with Eyes now, coming through the second sector. He's just gone purple. That might be his best though. So Eagle's gone P5 right now. So Mercedes P5 and P6. Bits went P7. We're right on board with eyes now. Going through the final bus stop chicane. Looking a decent lap. Let's see where this will put him. Puts him faster, so 42.3.
Camo deep into the to a bus stop there. What's Camo gonna do?
Yeah, I think he was
P10?
getting out of the way. He was getting out of the way of eyes, I think. I think he made a mistake.
As his teammate Cooper Benz.
Oh, Matty's gone around in the Ferrari, so he must have spun it. Coming through the middle sector.
Oh, who's the Williams going very
We've got
slowly?
Crazy Fish and Quaker Oats still in the pits right now. Oh, Quaker Oats are disconnected and rejoined. Koalas must have invalidated because he's going pretty slow. Blazer Guns is on an out lap, but he's got damage, so he must have had that off somewhere.
I believe Shane's
on a lap now. Yeah, he is,
doesn't look
just
the
picked him up
fastest.
now.
Like sector 2 time, it doesn't look as fast as quite a
Want
bit
to be
down.
around 1 minute 14.
Yeah, I think it's in the 15s.
Well, he's probably made a mistake then, but you never know, can make up a bit of time here in the bus stop. Looking pretty decent so far. And look, run our ERS though, you do have to say some ERS around there. A 44.0. So there's might be a few mistakes from a few drivers. So we've got Crazy Fish now just coming out on an art lap. Got anyone on art lap? Koala, no. Slow lap. Laser Guns, no.
Murky Turtle's invalidated.
Here we go, we've got Camos on the lap now.
Signs is on another lap, I believe.
He's got traffic
10th
in front
up.
of him. Just stay on board with Camo, he didn't really put in a good first lap. See what he can do here. He's got traffic just in front of him though. Hopefully that stays out of his way.
100th up in his time. Nice little toe from Signs down the long straight.
Camo goes P10, improves by half 10, so Shane's up here. Right on board with Shane now.
From those first sort of laps, what do you reckon the cut-off will be for Q1?
For Q1, I think it'll be around a 43.
Yeah, I think a low 43. I have to see how these ones do. Looking close up top though from
it is.
start.
He's 6 tenths up now, Shane on his lap though, looking better quick. This will put him around, if I'm not mistaken, a 130.
43.
143. Yeah, 143. Yeah. Just got to find your braking point for here. Brake just after 100 meter board. Take a bit of curb on the right hand side. And just nearly loses the rear though.
43.4, yeah.
So it puts him P10 right now.
It was very, very deep into turn 1 as well. Who's next on the lap? I think we have Alpha Tauri. Quaker Oats about to start.
Crazy Fish is on a lap in the Haas. He hasn't got one down yet, so we're right on board with him. Currently in P15. Coming through the corner with no name now. Flick it into this right hander. Get his telemetry up. So you want to be looking around high 42s ready to be safe through in the session. We're seeing a bit of time difference between all of the drivers right now though. A big gap between the likes of Eyes the Best. We basically did 2 Red Bulls and the Ferrari's looking a league above its own right now. But a gap of 2 tenths down to anyone else.
I feel like if you get in the 42s, you should be comfortable. Should be enough.
42s, yeah. Well, you've got everyone from P4 in the high 42s, haven't you? So.
Oh, crazy.
And you've got the top 3, just.
35.
And this lap looks good. 33.5, yeah. So. I don't know if it's a dry. Is it a dry race or a wet race?
I mean, the weather has changed drastically. I thought we got a bit of rain.
Riding on board with the other Ferrari now, Matty. He hasn't got a lap in now, down in P15. So we're looking to try and get close to his teammate for a Rouge. Oh, he is invalidated.
14.6 in the after sector 2.
That's looking pretty decent. We picked him up now. So we're riding on board Quaker Oats coming up to the bus stop. Could you get your standings up, mate, when we get a little dole?
I can indeed.
You'll be able to talk everyone through them. So, yeah, just have a good final bus stop chain here from Quaker Oats. See where this will put him. Puts in P6 of 42.9.
Millsy,
2
no.
tenths off Toxic.
I can tell it's going to be a wet Q2 and Q3 by the weather.
Yeah, it's getting darker now, mate.
Yeah.
We're right on board with Koala down in P17. I haven't got a lap in yet.
Oh, we have a McLaren in the wall. Spooky.
Spooky. Oh.
On the straight.
On the straight. He must have just...
No idea what he's done there.
Through the final corner. No damage though, unfortunately for him. So, and he hasn't retired, so he should be safe really. 42.7.
Back with
riding on board with Corrado now. That looks pretty ticey and decent. Get a TV angle. See what his front end's looking like. Yeah, it was a big lock up through there. And then talk us through the rest of this lap, mate.
Can do. Coming up to the corner with No Name. Nice big sweet brown. Makes it very nicely. Looks like times look a very tidy first two sectors. Yellow flag as well. So I get Blazer guns in the wall.
He spun it, but we stay on board with this car here. The Williams.
5:44, which I believe is 2 tenths quicker than what Quaker Oats did in first two.
You see, he nearly lost the rear then coming out of that corner.
Maybe not the stablest of cars, but doing well so far. And up to the bus stop chicane. 200 miles an hour, just after 100 metre board break. Makes it not an ideal bus stop, but gets away with it, and it's a 42.9. That should be enough.
It should be safe, should be safe.
Yeah, only 5 tenths between 6th and 13th.
Yeah, it's really, field's starting to condense up now, be a lot closer to each other. So we're right on board with Millsy, RSF1 Millsy in the Alfa Romeo. In P17, I haven't got a lap in yet. Just about to start his lap now. So the first corner, you want to brake just before the 50 metre board. Try and carry as much speed as you can and try and get the best exit as you can down towards the Rouge. It looked pretty decent there. Let's watch the car in full glory. And then just there, it's just pure straight now. So it's got to pick his braking point for the next turn. And just power his way down there with that Ferrari engine. I do know some drivers do turn off their ERS through this part of the track just to save the rears a little bit. Oh, he's gone wide there.
Got away with it, validate.
He did. His front end didn't want to stick there for him.
Conditions have changed a lot. The track's obviously got a lot colder than before.
Too much understeer, mate. Front end didn't want to grip.
Oh, he's in the grass.
A yellow flag just in front of him. I think that's Koala going slow, probably running in low
stay out of the way.
Oh, we've got a retirement on track. I think that's Blazer Guns, isn't it?
We'll see it come up here.
The AlphaTauri, yeah.
Yeah,
big one for Blazer Guns there. Must have lost it on that curb.
It was at 15.1. It's not an ideal time after.
It's not ideal, no. I think this is going to put him around Equator Turkle or Stretch.
It'll be around 13th, 14th. Needs a tidy bus stop. The grass again.
It is.
A few times
It's gone a bit deep.
Dipped the wheel into a grass. Could be the first bit of rain.
Are struggling with the ERS.
There was a bit of rain there.
43.8, and it's starting to rain now, so it's a long track. So by the time he gets into the pits, he's not going to improve. I think that could be Millsy out, unfortunately.
It's just got to hope he's got enough
Right on
fuel
board
in
with Camo.
ERS.
Camo's got to get this lap in, otherwise he's out. Oh, and it's a big off. Oh, what's the game doing? There's a big off there for Camo. Not enough grip
Conditions
out there.
changing very quickly, to be fair.
Yeah, it will do around there, mate. It's Spa. The rain will come down rapid. So you've got Crazy Fish in P15 coming out on an art lap. I think he might be safe from the track conditions anyway. And the game won't give me no camera angles when I'm looking back. It's like there's a little race going on between Toxic MW and Spooky, you want to try and get in front of this guy, Crazy Fish. But I think that will be it now for Q1, everybody. I think there won't be any more improvements out there. I'll ride on board with people to see. Anyone out there? We've got Matt in the Ferrari. He finally got a lap in of a 42.8, so finally got himself up there.
I feel like it still
Quaker
would
Turtles,
be soft weather or
P7.
soft tire conditions here.
It's
So
such a long lap. It could be by the time you start
Yeah.
the lap, and then by the time you get around to the bus stop at the end of the lap, it could be inters.
Yeah, I do remember last season in F5, towards the end of Q3 it was raining, and I somehow managed to like improve my time, even with it being a lot wetter. I see how
Yeah, I
Millsy
think
does
these
it.
guys out here right now are taking a risk that they don't need to take.
Bit of traffic, it's not ideal for Millsy at all.
What's Toxic's just parked on the... Toxic, just box it, mate. I don't know
Let's
what
see
you're
if
doing there,
Millsy
mate.
can beat his time.
So, right, he's not on a lap, he's backed off. Yeah, I think everybody's calling it a day. Oh no,
Millsy's
you've
still
got two
going.
people trying to do a lap.
Yeah.
Millsy's still trying to do a lap. You've got Crazy Fish behind him. We'll find out how much grip they got coming through here. Oh, he's
There's the
miles off the track there,
invalidation.
invalidated.
Yep, and that's it.
So we're riding on board with Crazy Fish, trying to get a great tow here of Millsy. I should know the name of that straight, but I don't.
I feel like it could be the Kemmel straight.
It might be that, mate.
On Google, tell
We
me.
need Crofty here. We need Crofty, that's what we need.
Kemmel straight.
So far the times are looking a bit spread out from the top 10. Top 10 separated by 0.6 of a second. And then you just got, well, really I'd say the top 12 are separated by 0.6 of a second.
Well, I have found a picture.
Just over 0.7. So it looks like there's going to be some different speeds of people, but I don't know whether people's got wet setups on now.
Yeah, I have asked not to know about the weather. Just keep it as a
Yes.
surprise. Yeah, that is the Kemmel straight, that big long one.
Sorry, mate. I need to turn you up a little bit. You're a bit quiet. Oh my. Yeah, Camel straight. Yeah. Oh, eyes the best. Oh no, that's just going through. My game's glitching out. Just saying, eyes just went quickest. Put that lap in ages ago.
Nothing surprises me, to be fair.
So that's the end of Q1. So we are losing Laser Guns, RSF1 Millsy, and Camo.
Camo's a big surprise. Sat in 4th in the championship. Was that? Yeah, 4th.
Might have thought the rain was coming a bit sooner. Might have put a wet setup on. Can you find out? Can you have a look in the track whether it's dry or wet race?
I don't think I can from spectator.
I meant on the Twitch. Someone might.
On the Twitch.
Any of you lads watching on Twitch? Can you put in the chat whether
Oh,
it's got a
there's
dry
a
or wet
soggy
race?
start to the race, apparently.
So yeah, some people might have gone with a wet setup because there's a bit of a big time difference between some of these drivers. I expect them to be a bit closer.
So it is. I was the best. I was the best sat in around the middle of the championship, to be fair, around 12th or 13th. So a good lap from him there. RSF on signs
That's
in
the three you are losing: Camo, RSF Millsy, and Blazer Guns.
Two big surprises there. Millsy around mid-table and Camo sat in 4th. We wouldn't expect those two to be out.
Some surprises there then. Definitely they'll be hoping to score some good points, well, make up some good points in the race and some positions really. So why we got a little stall in the action, can you tell everyone the standings please, mate?
Indeed. So shall I go top to bottom or bottom to top?
Whatever way you feel.
We'll start from the bottom. So at the bottom we have Swift Joey in the Ferrari, who's not here this week. It's got Blazer Guns and Alpha Tauri and 0 points as well. In the Haas we have Brave Container on 13 points. In 17th we have Matty 1219, who joined a few weeks ago I think, so not doing bad off the start. Quirky Turtle in the Haas on 20 points. DPS Racing 21 points. It's very close to the bottom here, only 8 points separating 4 drivers. Toxic NW, who jumped up from F4 earlier in the season, I believe, he sat on 30 points. Eyes the Best is on 32 in a Red Bull. Koala PG in a Williams on 33 points. SSRL Gasly, I don't think is here this week, is on 35 points around mid-table. His teammate in the McLaren, Spooky, is on 40 points, just above him. Then we've got a surprise exit from Q1, we've got Millsy, 9th, I believe. Then we have the skinhead, Mr. Shane, on 55 points in the Renault.
Well, sorry to interrupt you, mate, but Koala has binned it coming up Eau Rouge. So, Koala's out of this race already. Yeah, he's just binned it coming up Eau Rouge.
Oh, apparently Swift Joey is. JXRL Swift.
I don't think we're going to get to see it on Quaker Turtles here. But yeah, Koala has binned it. Just there, look, coming up Eau Rouge. Koala's gone now. So we're down at extra driver now.
Also, an interesting one is we have Swift on soft tyres.
Swift, you're out on soft tyres. 1 second, mate. Let me get the tyres.
Everybody else on medium inters.
This happened to me in my race yesterday, mate. I came out.
His controller just died.
Yeah, my controller just went off, yeah. It's something dodgy in it. I was doing my race yesterday, and then qualifying in Q2 it started raining. Came out on softs. By the time I got round to this point here, it was time for inters, mate. So he's made a big mistake there. You'll have to pick
I've seen at F4 Austria in Q3. It was I messed up my soft lap. No, it was inters in Q3, and the last 2 minutes it was dry enough for softs. So I think there's 2 drivers out of the 10 that managed to get a lap in on softs. With Austria being such a short track.
Definitely. This is such a long track, you got to be on it the right tyre at the right time. So we're riding on board with McLaren now, Spooky. See what kind of pace he's got now in the wet conditions. Now it's all going to change around again. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, he's saved it.
He's got all his wheels, which is the important thing. Now Swift's actually going to go for a lap on softs, but already seen as a big mistake.
We've got Toxic MW now, the second person to start a lap, so we're right on board with him. He's going to get a little toe now off the McLaren in front of him. Switch the TV pod, see what it's looking like for front end grip. So this is where it could come into some people's play who's planned out for the rain. They might have gone with a wet setup, so it could switch around now. People could be quicker than they were in Q1 and the top 3.
Yeah, if it's true there's a wet start to the race as well, maybe they're going to get away at the start, who knows.
Yeah, because I don't think normally there would be a second separating some of these drivers off. Eyes the Best who put in that fastest lap today, so in Q1 shall I say. So I think everyone might be running a bit of a different setup, but this is looking like a decent lap so far. Not majorly quick, but just keeping it on the road, what you got to do in these conditions.
Yeah, just get a decent amount of fuel in, just keep going back to back laps, because it's all you really need to do. Because over time, the more laps you do, the more confident you'll get.
Yeah, definitely get more confident, but you only get 3 sets, so you want to save. If it's raining at the start, then you don't want to do too many on these laps, on these tyres, because they're going to be
all yellow flags at 2.
Or I think that's just someone slowing down to let someone through, I think. Quaker Turtles just slowing down and letting someone
What's Toxic going to do here then? 54.5.
Decent benchmark there for everyone.
We'll see what that's like.
Well, it's 50 here on the softs. I don't know how he's doing
3.8. So maybe he hasn't gone with a dry setup then. Eyes the Best. It's just very, very quick round here.
Yeah, Eyes the Best.
We have a spin, a Ferrari.
Yeah,
Matty's in the wall. Lost his M plate.
Oh, M plate. Stay out of the way, mate. We've got people coming through. But Eyes, I know everyone's invalidated. Nice science invalidated. Here we go, riding on the board Regal. You want to be looking around for the low, from what I know yesterday, the wet conditions, a low 53, really, and it'd be good pace. I know our pole time yesterday in the wet qualifying was a 1 minute 52.4. Or was it 0.3? It might have been 0.3. But these guys just building up in the wet conditions, so more pace to find. Eagle goes P4, sorry. 2 seconds off Eyes the best, so must be struggling in these conditions. We're right on board with Cooper Benz.
Second in the championship, I believe, Cooper Benz. Or without spin, DPS racing up our Rouge.
Got any damage?
No, it looks fine.
No, it looks fine,
Don't wait on track too long.
What's he doing? Oh, he's just waiting for people to go.
He's waiting, but if you wait too long, you can
get
disqualified.
Seeing people struggling in these conditions now, right on board with Cooper Benz again. Go with the onboard cam. See what his front end looks like.
Taking out very nice in these conditions, to be fair.
Rear snapping out a little bit. So some people looking a bit rear limited in these wet conditions. But it's just about getting into the top 10, and Eyes the best goes even quicker now.
Oh, Cooper Benz it validates.
Oh, unlucky. Right on board with the other Red Bull now, Science. Gone purple in sector 2, that might be his best. He's gone a bit wide there, though. Had to get off the throttle. Might pick up a little toe. Oh, we've got Toxic MW right now. But he's 1.4 off. Eyes the best, and the Red Bull's looking absolutely.
Eyes best is flying.
I bet he's taken my setup. Where's this other Red Bull?
Shane had a wobble.
Leary at the back. Science now goes 1.6 off his teammates. So Eyes the best right now is looking a man to beat in these conditions.
It's looking very, very good, to be fair.
Ditch racing now. See what he can do in the Alpha. Romeo. And he's decided to box, so he didn't think it was a good enough lap. Riding on board with Cooper Benz, he's just gone, well, his personal best in sector 1. It's purple, it's saying the game might be his purple.
Hey, what in the chat is saying? Eyes to Div 2.
Eyes to Div 2.
With this pace.
With this pace, he would have been up there yesterday. But it's a one-off, you don't know, it's one-off track. He might just be very good around here in these conditions. So Cooper Benz right now, he needs to get a lap in really. He's starting P12 if you don't get
Shane
him
P7.
Right now. A great, decent lap there from Shane. A lot of people in the 1 minute 55s and at 1 minute 54s right now. We've got a category of his own there. His Eyes the best. Don't do too many laps on them tyres, Eyes. You've got to start on them, mate. If it's the right race. If you're listening.
Just watching Cooper Benz there, see how he does.
It's looked like a decent lap, to be fair, mate. It's looked like he's carried a decent amount of speed through the corners. Could put himself up there, really. He needs to be. If he's up there in the championship, start scoring some decent points. Start really putting a fight down for this title.
Oh, he's a bit wobbly, but that was very 55.5.
Off,
no, 53.5, sorry. Science will set a good lap as well.
Yeah, Science now nearly into the 53s. Got stretch into the 53s as well, so pace starting to come off from some people now, starting to close up to Eyes. Eyes has decided to pit. I think you've got to be in the low 53s to be safer, mate, I think.
Yeah. 5 minutes left though, conditions can change.
I don't know, this looks like there's some people struggling though for grip. Oh no, we've got Quaker Turtles is off. Big off. You got any damage? Or just stay out of the way of people, that's a bit dangerous, mate. You got someone coming up behind you. Yeah,
Don't want to avoid that, to be fair.
Yeah, that's well done there, mate. Everyone's struggling up at the top of Eau Rouge now, I think. The bottom bit's Eau Rouge, I think. Confused.
I can check.
Biking on board with Quaker Turtles now. in P7 currently. He needs to improve his time if he can. Shane's just gone P8, he improved into the 1 minute 54.9s.
With a yellow flag.
Oh,
his was slowing down.
He's half a second up on his lap. So this will put him around E5. This should put him, if he can improve any more, he needs to find a couple more attempts to put himself level with Sainz in the Red Bull. That's a bit too cautious there through the bus stop. Could take a bit more liberties there, I think. Them two
Right on board with Matty, it's a very clean lap so far.
Very good lap though. Still improved by nearly a second to put himself P4. Sainz has carried on and he's gone again. He was a 10th foot but nearly loses the rear. And Sainz now puts himself back in front of Quaker Turtles. So yeah.
Just gets him. Matty's on a very good lap here, I think.
Signs, he's backed off it. He was backed off it. Crazy fish now. Spooky in the McLaren. Let's see what he's got. What kind of pace can he do? So 1 minute 54.3. So that puts him P6 for now.
Oh, mate. Jesus Christ. Mate's had a big old wobble.
Riding on board with Marty now in the Ferrari coming through the final corner. Let's see where this is going to put him.
Very good lap. 54.3.
54.3. Dips Racing in the Alfa Romeo. He hasn't put a lap in yet down there in P14. Obviously, Koala crashed out. First person to crash out in Q2. Going up Eau Rouge in the wet conditions. So, you still got... Is he coming out on softs again? He can't be coming out on softs again, can he?
Oh, we have a crash?
We have a crash, yeah. We do. I think that is Matty, isn't it? I need to get on board with someone. Oh, they're all gone past him. I couldn't pick it up. Stay on board with Dips. He's got it all going. No terminal damage. So he's got it all going. Dips Racing now. He really needs to get this lap in. He's under pressure. 2 people yet to complete laps in this qualifying session. So, James, so far from the pace of everyone that you're seeing in this Q2, who's your bet on for the top 3 for the end of Q3?
I reckon Eyes will be on pole. I reckon it'll be Sainz and then Cooper Benz. Bearing in mind Sainz did that lap on 5 lap old tyres. I reckon he's got a lot more pace.
He looks like he's got a bit more pace in there as well. Probably had a bit more fuel on board. He's still running. But that is going to be his race start tyre if it is raining at the start of the race. So he's going to be on 5 lap old tyres compared to his teammate who's going to be on 2. So, Ditch Racing.
Spooky's happy with what he's done.
Oh no, we've got another off there. That's Shane spun out at the top of coming up Eau Rouge. Was it Radion? Rouge and Radion, one of them. So Ditch Racing still going around. And Crazy Fish puts himself P8 now on a 1 minute 54.4.
Pushes Shane into the danger zone.
It has.
Can Shane get round in time?
No, mate, he's 44 seconds and he's not even through the second sector yet.
Was it? Oh. I was thinking he's the other yellow one.
So we've got Ferrari here, Swift. He really needs to get a lap in. It's still saying that he's on the softs, but he is on the mediums, I can tell you that.
Got the cleanest through there.
And has it stopped raining?
Looks like it has, yeah.
It has stopped raining now. So we have had all kinds of weather here today at Spa so far, ladies and gentlemen. Got a bit of rain and now we're going back to the dry. So it all could flip around again in Q3, you don't know. You don't know who's going to be quickest here. Isaacs look quick in both conditions. So it's going to be really interesting, I think, to see who's going to get pole position here. But do you really want to be starting Paul with that long run down to after the first corner? It's gonna be
I feel there will be a bit of contact into turn 1. But let's see how much there is, because
here we go.
if anyone wants to go for a
Swifty's
dive
up.
or something, who knows? Swift with a purple middle sector, apparently.
Yeah, so Swifty's finding some pace now in that Ferrari. Track's drying out now. So it could be, if you're the last person to cross the line, then you will be the quickest man in Q2.
Oh, wobble there. Not the cleanest in that corner.
No, rear's overeating now. Track's drying out. Inters won't be liking this. He's just got to get over
Could it
the
be
line.
enough? DRS has been enabled. 53.7.
53.7.
So Toxic is at risk here if Eagle can
And
improve.
He was on a lap, yeah. So Toxic MW looked like he was going to be in contention for a decent race.
Oh,
no!
he's all good now.
Eagle, mate. Feel so bad for you.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
It's literally how it went in F4 Austria. Like, and
Boy, he's
took out a board.
again. Rear's just a bit of pain coming through for him. Eyes the best now into the 52s. Oh, how's he
Nice
doing
Eagle.
Well, mate, I don't know what you're gonna do there, mate.
He's an absolute nightmare. It's gonna be a disqualification. This, because he can't move.
He can't move, mate.
A 300 point turn. Disqualified.
Disqualified from the session.
That's really not what you need.
Not really, no, but there's nothing more he could do there in that situation, was there? So eyes improved now into the 52s, but it's going to be dry now, so the question is, will it be dry enough for softs at the start of Q3, sorry. So there we go, they're the people we lost. So we lost, Eagle will start 15th now because of the disqualification. Then you got Koala, Ditz Racing, RSF1 Strain, and then Quaker Turtles in the AlphaTauri. Quaker Road, sorry. All these Quakers. And that is your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 Red Bulls, we've got 2 Ferraris, 2 Haas's, we've got a lone Renault, a lone McLaren, and a lone Racing Point.
So do you think we could see some team orders here? So maybe a slipstream down Kemmel Straight?
It depends if the drivers want to do that or not. If they think it's worth time, then it's got to give you at least a 10th, hasn't it? So it could be worth.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple teams left in it, but
I suppose it's.
I do remember in China, I practiced with my teammate that's now left. I practiced a good half an hour, the Q3, and I didn't make it through Q1, so it was pretty pointless. But Spooky's the first one out here.
Yep.
Or is that? Yeah.
Indeed, yeah, I'm riding on board with him. So yeah, soft straight away then for everyone by the looks of it. Spooky will be the first person out there, so the track will be a bit green. So
Do you wanna, when he comes round to it, do you want to take us round on a lap?
yeah, I will do, mate. The second person on the track will be after him will be Crazy Fish.
Crazy Fish. And two Ferraris right next to each other, so could there be some helping each other here?
But the person in front's got to have their first lap. It's not really going to be a real lap, is it? So you got to give up a lap. No, the Ferrari's left the Racing Point
the back
through.
one, yeah.
So we're right on board with Spooky in the McLaren, the first person to start a lap.
I think the maximum amount of runs you can do is 2. Like go out and then go in the pits again. You can do 2 laps at a push.
At a push, yeah, definitely. Well, you could probably get 3 and you could probably do 2 laps on a set at the end. So if you come out with like 3 minutes left, get around, cross the line just before the end of the qualifying session, and then just carry on through, because you should just make it through with the ERS here with 2 laps. So there we go, Taker's on board now as he starts to wind up for his lap. There we go, powers down now towards turn 1. You want to pick out your braking point just before the 50-meter board. Ease off, rotate, nice. Shifts up to 3rd, good exit there. Now you just want to carry all the speed down here towards Eau Rouge. Not really a corner anymore in these F1 cars. Nicely done. Now you've just got this powerful straight now. Just keep your foot pedal to the floor. And you're right, ditch racing back to the session, please, mate.
Can indeed.
At your braking point, 50-meter board. Chuck it in. Take it nice and gentle now. Yeah, that's nice through there. Could lean probably a bit more on the tyres. A lock up there on the right front. Yeah, the front end's gripping well through there. Out to the corner with no name. Gotta chuck it in and hope it sticks. Really good through there. Now this is where you gotta have confidence in your car. Just fling it in. Keeps it in 7ths. Don't even flick it down a gear. Now on 8th on the exit. Okay, try and carry as much speed as you can. Try and hog this inside curb. Try not to go too wide here. And this corner here, one of the favourite on the track. Chuck it in. Pick up on the exit. I drive all the way down to the bus stop. 40. It's a 1 minute 42 in the middle sector. No, 1 minute 14.2. Sorry, in the middle sector. Not the quickest time we've seen so far, so it looks like this lap could be beaten. Not getting a toe out of Toxic down the back straight. Toxic saying. Brake here now. Wow, he's gone deep. Didn't hook up the inside curb there. Or that one missed the apex on both of them too. Power to the line now. What's this going to be? It's a 142.4. So it's a decent lap. Riding on board with Swifty now, coming up to the last 2 braking points. Into the bus stop. Got a lot more curve there than Spooky. What's that time this going to be? He beats him. It's a 1 minute 41.8. What a great lap there. Cooper Benz now goes P2. Crazy Fish goes P4. Riding on board with Science now. Quaker Turtles first, sorry. Quaker Turtles goes P5. Science, where's this going to put him? Puts him P2. Stretch now, puts in a better lap. Do you want to talk? I'm on board with Toxic, mate. Do you want to talk us through the rest of this lap?
Oh, and we have Spooky. He's gone in the grass at what corner is that? It was like that downhill right-hander. Spooky's went into the grass.
Oh, did he? Yeah. What's that?
Did you have 2 Toxic?
Toxic MW, yeah.
Yeah, purple middle sector there by the looks of it. Get the lap data and all that up. So that long road up until bus stop, out in these cars, takes it nicely so far. Yeah,
So
nice non-traction.
Left it late to come out. Why has he left it so late?
42.5 from Toxic.
Toxic 42.5, yeah. Good luck there from Toxic. Eyes the best has come out with 6 minutes to go, so he's only going to get 1 lap in, unless he's double fueled. So, the Ferrari there with the pole sitter has just gone around Swifty. Science is pushing, but he's on the in lap, he invalidated. Cooper Benz in the pits. Don't think anyone's really pushing no more on the lap. No, so Eyes the best for a ride on board of him in the Red Bull.
So it's who I picked out to be on pole, wasn't it?
Yes,
that's the best.
And then talk us through this lap.
Okay, so into turn 1, makes it very nicely on the power, nice. Stays off the curb. I feel like the curb it can really slow you down. Turn 1. Up into Eau Rouge now. takes it very nicely. Now I've got a long camel straight up to turn 5 and 6 at Combs. Or we could have been close to the curb there. It's got a little bit deep, and there's the validation.
Yes.
Not ideal.
Not ideal, no. What I would do if I was you guys, I'd come into the pits, mate, and just...
Yeah, pits, get another set on.
So we've got Quaker Turtles here, who's pushing again on another set. Still on the same set that I'd done his first lap on.
Does Jerky's got time to go round and then... I don't think he has time to see.
No, this will be his final run. Will be. I think it would be probably better for him to come in and put on a new set of softs, really. So his front end's looking all over the place through this middle sector. He's up by 2 tenths though. So this will put him around spooky in P4. I think it'll put him just a bit shy. It'll put him toxic actually, looking at the times. Got a bit of traffic in front of him, but I'll be eyes the best, yeah, he'll be pulling into the pits. And yeah, Quaker Turtles, he's going for it. Yeah, puts himself in P3. Decent lap there from him. But that, I think that will be it though, unless he's got any more fuel to just cruise around and just save his ERS.
I don't think. He's got the red fuel logo at the bottom right, so...
So we've got a Ferrari and a Red Bull yet to set a lap. So that's going to be really interesting. They're two going to be under pressure towards the end of this session. Eyes the best, who's looked like he's been the fastest man around here all day, is starting to come under a bit of pressure. We've got a Ferrari right now who's in a legal zone by half a second, really.
Never know, Eyes could have already gone out maybe. If he went out straight away, you could have got 2 laps in, but...
Yeah, he's... I think he's feeling the pressure a little bit, you know, just being showing his pace. So, anybody in the chat right now, sorry I haven't got it up on my phone, I should do. Who do you think will get pole in the last 2 minutes and 34 seconds of qualifying? You got the chat up, haven't you, Jamie, so you can let me know what you got there.
I do indeed.
Switch up.
We have... so I can never say her gamer tag is like... I'm trying to think what her old one was, but... It's Say... I don't want to butcher the name, is that Seiju something?
Seiju, I think.
That's yeah.
I know who you want about, yeah. I know.
Yeah, so
her.
She said about 10 minutes ago, something about 3 laps. I guess that's someone with Inters maybe, but I know it could have been about how many laps you can get in around this track in Q3.
Yeah, sorry, riding on board now, Crazy Fish. Just gone perfect.
Everyone out of the pits apart from Quirky Turtle.
Yeah, so Quaker Turtles, that's him done now. That's him done. That's Hassan P3, his teammate here now, Crazy Fish. Like he's going to lose the rear coming through there then. Now these 2 corners are pretty tricky. You want to hog the inside curb here, and you want to chuck it in and take a bit of curb here on the left hand side. And you've got a bit of traffic in front of him. Toxic stays out of the way though.
Have yellow flags? Oh, it's toxic.
2 tenths up here, so this is going to put him just in front of his teammate. It's going to be so close between the 2 Hasses. He has got time to go again for another lap as well. He has got enough ERS and fuel. You may as well keep your foot in, mate. You've got nothing to lose.
Oh, Sign's having a bit of a nightmare in the middle of the track.
Yeah. Crazy Fish goes P2. P3, sorry. Riding on board with Signs now, coming through the middle sector.
A 10.5 up. Not enough to knock Swift off the top though.
No, not enough to knock Swift off the top, but maybe enough to consolidate that P2. Well, it's 2.2 tenths up now, 2.5 tenths. Nearly 3. So this will put him around a low 1 minute 42
low
flat.
42, yeah.
Can find any more pace now. This is time, mate, in the final sector. Nah. 42.1. So yeah, still 3 tenths off.
But is he gonna go again?
I'm
He
not
could be
too
going
sure.
again here.
Ride on board with him, mate. I pitched up stretch. You now is coming through the middle sector, and the next person.
Swift has invalidated. That's Swift done on a 41.8.
So yeah, Swift's got no more laps in there. He's invalidated. So what Stretch got in his locker now? He's 2 tenths up, so he's got to put in P3 himself. Oh no, Spooky's gone P3. Why we've been distracted watching everyone else lap. So Spooky in P3 right now. Took that back off the 2 Hasses. Cooper Benz has still yet to put another lap in. Same for Toxic. Same for
Oh,
Matty.
Matty needs to get out of the way of Eyes the Best here.
Is Matty invalidated,
I think he had enough. He had enough, yeah.
Yeah, so Matty's P9.
As well to get out of the way there.
Stretch goes P4. Good lap there from Stretch at the end. Found some time when he needed it. Cooper Ben's the next person to cross the line. No, Toxic MW. Stays P8. Riding on board with Cooper Benz now. Coming over to finish the lap. Let's see what time he's got. And Cooper Benz goes P1. Cooper Benz is
No, Eyes the Best though. Eyes the Best.
Eyes the Best riding on board. Eyes the Best. Oh, Eyes the Best goes P3.
Just
oh, look how
very close up
it is.
top.
Look at not half a tenth separating the top 3. That was good effort from all of them. Good effort. Science is still on a lap. He's 3 tenths up. And Science comes over and oh, what a great end to the end of qualifying there. 4 drivers there. All
Championship leader starts on pole.
It's absolutely. To be fair, you won 4 drivers within a tenth of a second around Spa. That's great. Great laps there from all them guys. Everyone else there, Spooky, RSF1 Stretch. And then look at the times there from P4, P6 to P9 to P10. It's also close out there around such a long track there. But yeah, great laps there from the end. Science coming out of nowhere. 2 laps looked like it was quickest on your soft. So yeah, that extra warm-up lap looks like it worked out for Science. So yeah, that is your starting grid. So we've got Matty in P10, Toxic in P9, Quaker Turkles in P8, Crazy Fish P7, Stretch in P6, Spooky in P5, Eyes in P4, Swift in P3, Cooper Benz in P2, and Science in P1. So great qualifying there for the Red Bulls. Cooper Benz stay with his championship contender really in Science, who's leading the way.
I think this could be good for Swift and Eyes. If they can both get through a turn 1 close to Science, it could be before wide into turns 5 and 6.
Yeah, mate, it could. The slipstream around this track is so powerful, and especially on this game. It's going to give them more great opportunities, especially coming up towards that turn. Right, if you're watching us for the first time, everybody, this is where we have a little 2 to 3 minute break.
Oh, yeah, wet start.
A little bit of rain, so it's a wet start. So if you just want to grab yourself a quick drink, the race will be underway in 2 minutes. I just need a drink, mate, 2 seconds.
Yep, it's fine. Sat here with the dark fruits. Anyone in the chat here, who do you think will be podium from the end of the race? Have your predictions. Will I sit and eat my Viennese biscuits? Blazer, Benz, and Crazy. I mean, okay. I mean, Blazer on 0 points so far, but sure.
I am back.
Apparently the rain will go halfway through according to the icons. So,
Halfway through, so yeah, so they're going to have to survive at least 10 laps on a set of inters then. So if you put a wet setup on, this could actually benefit you a little bit in the opening parts of the
you
race.
can change the front wing at in your pit stop.
Yeah, put a bit extra wing on. You don't want to put too much on though, because then you'll be slower down the main straight. And towards the end of the race when it dries out. So it's just about finding that sweet point for everyone really. To make sure the confidence, to be able to have a good race setup on them.
This is my my weak point to when do you come into pits and change the tyres. I never really get it right.
Yeah, it's when you start to feel that, oh no, science has lagged out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can you get him back in, please, mate? The pole sitter.
I'm getting no notifications of that, so.
Yeah, it's just come
I got Swift Joey saying they've put their dry setup on.
I think most people would have the dry setup on, to be honest, mate.
Apparently Kim's awful. He said qualifying, it said the rain would end instantly. And yeah.
Hopefully,
That's the thing I've learned over the years. You can never trust the game.
No,
if it tells you one thing, it's the complete opposite.
Can't trust Jeff, mate. Don't trust Jeff. Do not trust Jeff. So we've got a long pause here at the start. We're just waiting to get Science back in. I think Eyes is the man who's readies up around here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So when he readies up, we're all ready to go. Have you sent Science an invite, mate? Or do you want me to do it?
I have indeed, yep.
Okie dokie, he might just be restarting his game. But maybe, if everyone's listening, just don't ready up till he rejoins and then he'll be able to take formation lap, hopefully.
Oh, and Eyes has decided to do it.
So Eyes have readied up now, so Science, please get back in, mate, because you're starting on pole.
Science's teammate as well.
Yeah, my teammate didn't do me no favours last night.
I mean, at least I haven't had a teammate all season, really.
He decided to tow a Ferrari down most of the main straight, where I was catching him up for a podium.
I had a teammate at the start. He didn't turn up for the first 3, and then got a new one in. He left after 3 races, and then the one I've got now, I haven't seen in about 3 weeks. So.
Okay, mate. Do you want to talk us through the grid, mate?
Can indeed. Get all the.
Where do you want to go from? P18 forward, or?
Yeah, we get all the stuff up I need. So at the back we've got Blazer Guns, who I'm not going to try and say the name, but things will come first. We've got Millsy in P17, 4th place in Championship Camo in P16. We have Eagle in Mercedes in P15, Williams of Koala in P14, EPS Racing in 13th in the Alpha. We've got the Skinhead Shane in P12 in the Renault. They have, hang on, I've got a black screen.
Got a black screen?
Yeah.
I do. And then we've got
do you want to carry that on then?
Quaker Turtles in P11. We've got Matty in P10. We've got Toxic MW in P9. We've got Quaker Turtles in P8. And then we've got Crazy Fish of the other Haas in front of him in P7. And we've got Stretch in P6. And we've got Spooky in P5 in the McLaren. Eyes the Best in P4 in the Red Bull. And we've got Swift in the Ferrari in P3. We've got Cooper Benz in P1. And we have the pole sitter, Science in the Red Bull. That is your grid for today's Division 3 Spa. So, are you ready to enjoy it, everybody? It should be a cracker.
Can I get an invite quickly?
Yeah, I'm going to give you all that, mate.
Let's try again.
So in these tricky intermediate conditions, the top 4 could be could be quick, but not as quick as they were in qualifying, so it could bring the field back into play. You've got some mind games going on already with the field trying to slow a bit down to give people at the front a bit lower tyre temps. You've got Sainz who's nearly...
But apparently I heard that that doesn't matter if you wait around.
I don't know, I think it does, mate, to be honest.
That's what it's for, because I remember my race last week, I was going quite slow just to try and stop the people ahead, but...
It just gives everything my games, isn't it? It's my games. Look, you still got Blazer goes there, P80, not even at the bus stop yet. So yeah, they'll be taking their places on the grid. Codemaster's not giving me no good camera angles at the front, so I have to work with it in a minute. Try and find someone in the midfield to get a good camera angle off. He's not giving you... You lagged out again, mate?
I'm dashboarded now.
Oh, restart your game, mate. I can send you another invite.
Try again.
Oh, come on, Codemasters.
You're right, East, now you do
Here
it.
we go. We've got one. Here we go. 3, 4, 5 lights. Oh no, go, go, go. Science ain't got away. Oh no, Science ain't got off. Whoa, whoa, what's going on with Science there?
What? I'm looking on
He's
stream.
reversing. Oh, I feel Science, mate. Well, what's happened to Science there? The dashboard isn't. I don't know if his wheels
Cold
connected.
tyres.
It's dropped all the way back to P. So Cooper then takes the lead now. Eyes is under pressure. Look at that. Eyes still keeps the position. What's going on with this game? I feel so sorry for Science. Down there, P11, I don't know what the procedure normally is for that kind of thing. I don't even know if he's rejoined, to be honest with you.
I did see it after I left the first time. It did pop up.
So, Div 3, everyone's got through pretty well so far. See if anyone's made up any positions. There's position changes. Camo's gone up 6 places, so from P16 up into... Oh, Camo. Big twitch there on board with Camo. Managed to save it though. Lost the position, those crazy fish. And Science has left the session. So... Don't know
I can't even get in myself anymore, so...
So, you can't get in, mate.
It just says connection. I can't get in. Like, it never happens like during qualifying, it's always like in that little break in between. I always get issues.
That's a bit annoying. I don't know whether to call a restart because you can't get in, mate. But
No, don't call a restart.
No, I'm not going to call a restart for that, mate. I'll just carry on while we try and just restart your Xbox, mate. Turn it on and just restart it.
Right.
Cooper Ben puts in the fastest lap. Before in top 2 pulling away from Eyes the best. The gap is at 1.4 seconds. Come down and you've got Stretch here right behind the back of Quaker Turtles. Quaker Turtles made 6 position. No, that can't be right. The game's giving me false things again. Ditch Racing has come into the pits. It looks like he's had front wing damage. Right on the board of RSF1 Shane now, right at the back of the field. Don't know what position he's in. Oh, this game's so stupid. Come on, give me some. Ditch Racing can't be leading because he's just come out of the pits. Camo now, dropping down to place, another place now. Getting no intervals from the game so far, so sorry about this, everybody. Got Corolla right on the back of a Ferrari right now. See if you can get the job done. You're on the power, great. Gonna look interesting. Up towards the bus stop. Goes side by side now. Oh, Matty's on the grass a little bit. Oh, that's going towards Quaker Oats. Some trouble behind him. But Koala gets the move done. Now it's up into P8. Toxic MW now. Forwarding back a bit of I's the best, who's putting the fastest lap of the race. So I's is powering on right now so far. So top three within 2 seconds of each other. Then you got this little pack behind them. Spooky's falling off the back a bit of Toxic MW. Koala now under pressure from Matty again in the Ferrari. Now Ferrari looks quick in a straight line. Side by side. Koala makes sure he shuts the door on him there. Quaker Oats is right on the back of him. Now. Yeah, mate, I'll send you an invite. Oh, Crazy Fish looked like it went a bit wide there and a bit deep. Camo's right behind him. Camo needs to start making up some positions, really. Yeah, Camo, that's not overtaking place, mate. So Matt is all over the back of Koala. So Koala looked like he's got great pace. Alright, Jamie, mate. Hello, mate. You alright? You sound a bit quiet on my end now, mate. Shane's already got a penalty already. So Shane's already come up with a penalty already. Can't get in. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I can hear you, mate. Leave and rejoin the party again, mate. So right now, look, the top three are within 1.5 of each other, and I's the best looks like he's starting to pick up the pace. So we've got Camo and Shane with penalties already. Sorry about this, we're having a bit of technical difficulties with my co-commentator, so I'm just on my own right now. Hello, mate, you alright? So now you've got Quaker Turtles under pressure from Koala. Eagles has got a time penalty now, 3 seconds. So, Koala didn't have enough straight line speed there to put Quaker Turtles under running pressure. We've got a bit of a train now forming behind Matty in the Ferrari. It looks like he's got a good straight line. Oh, we've got a retirement already. Oh, it's in the pits. It's in the pits, that's alright. Science is way back there now. After that disconnection, and just I don't know what happened at the start of the race. I don't think his wheel was working. He's 12 seconds off the pack, but you never know what can happen around Spa. Right on the board, yeah. So Quaker Oats looks like he's quicker than Matty through the middle sector, but they're all forming up on the back of that Haas there, Quaker Turtles. He's falling back off stretch by nearly 2 seconds, and then Ice is all over the back now of Swift. The Ferrari, 0.4 of a second. Not using that much ERS, a bit under-fueled the car though. I think Eyes has got the pace right now. I think he needs to get this done really. Try and put Quaker Benz under a bit of pressure. Cooper Benz under a bit of pressure, shall I say. Is everything alright, Jamie? Is it working? Hines looks like he had a bit of a twitch there coming out of that final corner. Got Stretch now starting to put Spooky under a bit of pressure. Oh, God knows what's going on there, mate. I'm not too sure. I can hear you talking anyway, mate. Just to let you know. I don't know what's happened. Oh, I've got retirement, and that's a safety car. So Quaker Oats has binned it. And that's coming up over Rouge now. We'll find out where. Oh. Yeah, it's binned it going through Eau Rouge. Top of Eau Rouge. Coming out. I don't know what's going on either, mate, but just to let you know, I can still hear you, so yeah, whenever you start talking over me, just let me know. So this will be bring science right back into play. So if you've got anything to say, mate, just start speaking and then I'll let you talk, mate. And they can't hear you on the stream. Wow. 1 second, let me just